Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? So the latest trend on Facebook is the 10-year challenge. You find a picture of yourself in 2009 and you compare it to the picture in 2019 to see how much you have changed. Well, I got a challenge for you at the end of this video. Yeah, so when I saw this challenge on Facebook, I looked at a couple of the pictures and yes, a lot of people have changed over the last 10 years. Me, myself, I haven't changed that much. So my pictures would probably look identical with a slight variance, but not that great of a change. But this video is not about the 10-year challenge. This video is about the things that didn't exist 10 years ago in 2009. So here's a few things that didn't exist 10 years ago. Number one, the iPad. Now it seems like the iPad has been around for years, but actually it only been around for 8 years. It was actually introduced on January 2010. So it's not even 10 years old yet, but it's getting there. But it didn't exist 10 years ago. Number two, Snapchat. Now Snapchat was first introduced in the summer of 2011 on the App Store as a Pictaboo app. So it didn't have the name Snapchat. The company actually changed the name from Pictaboo to Snapchat in September 2011. So yeah, Snapchat didn't exist 10 years ago. Number three, Instagram. Now, Instagram started in 2010 with 25,000 people signed up on the first day. And eventually Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook bought the company. Number four, Lyft. Now, Lyft was launched in 2012. The same kind of ride-sharing service just like Uber, which made it possible for people who own their own car to become a taxi service and make a little money on the side. Number five, speaking of car sharing service, let's move on to Uber. Now, Uber was actually formed in March of 2009. And since this is January 2019, technically this company wasn't formed yet. And the original name was Uber Cab. And just like Lyft, it was designed to make common people use their own car as a taxi service and make a little money on the side. Number six, Pinterest. Pinterest was actually created in March of 2010, which is a virtual pinboard service so you can pin pictures to a virtual board for others to see. Number seven, Slack. Now Slack is a work chat app where you can communicate with clients or co-workers over that network. You're also able to create private chat rooms where you and that clients can talk to each other, or you and a certain department can talk to each other. I personally use this service for my business right now, but this service wasn't available until 2012. The 4G network, which seems like it's been around for years, but actually it was only created 7 years ago. And that's what most current phones run on right now, that broadband type of network. The first 4G phone was actually HTC Evo by Sprint, which was introduced in March of 2010. Then Samsung released their 4G phone of June of that same year. Then later that year in December 2010, Verizon launched their 4G network. Number nine, Oculus Vr Headset. This company began in June of 2012 by 19-year-old Palmer Luckey. He started the company on Kickstarter and raised $2.5 million to create this virtual reality headset. He was able to raise an additional $16 million and eventually sold Oculus to Facebook in 2014 for $2 billion. Not bad for a 19-year-old kid who started this whole thing in his garage. And finally, number 10, WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp was actually incorporated in 2009, but this was way before they even built the app. They eventually built the app, but it didn't go mainstream until it caught the attention of Mark Zuckerberg in 2012. And in 2014, he bought the app for $19 billion. So that was my top 10 list of things that didn't exist 10 years ago. So we have gotten accustomed to these things being around and we use these services and devices. But my challenge is, could you actually go without any one of these services or devices for the next 10 days? Now that would be a real challenge. Okay, I want to thank you for taking the time for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.